You're watching Local News Network Durango. I'm Wendy Graham-Settle. A coalition of conservation organizations filed a lawsuit against the U.S. Forest Service late last month for its recent decision to allow chainsaw use in the Weminuche and South San Juan wilderness areas. The lawsuit alleges that the Forest Service illegally approved the use of chainsaws without the public's involvement in the decision-making process, and without an adequate environmental review of the impacts of introducing motorized equipment in the wilderness area. The lawsuit also argues that using motorized tools within wilderness boundaries is specifically prohibited by the Wilderness Act of 1964. Great Old Broads for Wilderness, the San Juan Citizens Alliance, and Wilderness Watch are co-plaintiffs in the legal action. In early May, Regional Forester Brian Fearby approved a request by the San Juan and Rio Grande National Forests to use chainsaws to clear trails blocked by beetle-killed trees inside wilderness boundaries. The request argued that the sheer volume of deadfall and this year's shortened work season caused by heavy winter snows will require the use of chainsaws to efficiently remove trees that are blocking the trails. Without clearing down trees more quickly, trail users could cause more environmental damage from detouring around the debris. Although the Wilderness Act prohibits the use of motorized equipment within a wilderness area, exceptions are allowed for emergencies such as search and rescue operations or when an essential activity can't be accomplished because of time limitations, safety, or other material limitations. Fearby limited the use of chainsaws to no more than 6 weeks between June 1 and August 17th. Use will be limited to trails blocked by 40 or more downed or leaning trees per mile. But in a news release about the lawsuit, conservation groups argue that clearing trails for the convenience of hikers and outfitters doesn't constitute an emergency, and that allowing motorized chainsaws creates a precedent for future exceptions. Ann Alvera, a retired wilderness ranger who has cleared wilderness trails with cross-cut saws for more than 30 years, said the work can be accomplished just as efficiently without chainsaws.
We have to think about how this is going to affect wilderness in the future. And the granting of this authorization to use motorized equipment in wilderness opens the door for future exceptions. And where do you draw the line? This is not an emergency. We have had this situation with the bark beetle for over 10 years now. And gradually trees have died and fallen across the trails. And it's true that we're having a difficult time, or I should say the Forest Service is having a difficult time clearing those trails and providing access for people. The tool is not really going to solve the problem. Changing the tool to a motorized tool is not going to make things that much more significantly faster. It's going to create a lot of noise and disturbance within the wilderness. And that disturbs not only people's experience of their time in wilderness, but also wildlife is going to be affected.
Alvera, who was a member of Great Old Broads for Wilderness, noted that she worked with a crew of 10 people in 2005 to clear 3,000 trees in the Weminuche using only hand tools.
When I personally heard that this authorization had been granted, I felt a loss, a personal loss, that this area that I've considered to be, for the last 19 years that I've been working in the Weminuche wilderness, I've considered it to be very wild, and now it's losing some of that wildness. And even just the thought that chainsaws could come into this area causes me sadness.
To learn more about the lawsuit, visit sanjuancitizens.org. You may also download a copy of the lawsuit by going to our website at durangotv.com. That's it for this edition of Local News Network Durango. If you liked this story and want to watch it again, visit our website at durangotv.com, where you'll also find an archive of our past stories. You may also catch us on Durango Cable Channel 15 or on one of the many digital signs located around town. I'm Wendy Graham-Settle for Local News Network Durango.